A few weeks ago, YouTube quietly changed one word in its rules. One word. No press release, no big announcement. And that single word wiped out an entire industry that people had spent thousands of dollars trying to buy their way into. If you've ever been sold the dream of a faceless channel, the one that runs itself, makes money while you sleep, no camera, no face, just AI doing all the work, you need to hear what actually just happened. Because the people who sold you that dream have suddenly gone very, very quiet. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what changed, why it happened, and the one thing that still works, even now. For about 2 years, the pitch was everywhere. Start a faceless channel, let AI write the script, let AI generate the voice, stack up some stock footage, post 10-20 videos a week, and then just wait for the passive income to roll in. It was sold as a cheat code. Push a button, print money, quit your job by Christmas. Whole courses were built on it. Thousands of dollars promising you a hands-off machine. A business with no messy human part, no showing your face, no finding your voice, no hard week where nothing works and you have to keep going anyway. And a lot of good, hard-working people believed it, because it was designed to be believed. Now, before I go any further, let me tell you where I'm standing, because it matters. I'm not a YouTube guru. I've spent close to 20 years running real businesses, real costs, real staff, real consequences when the numbers don't add up. I'm learning YouTube the same way you are. But I'm looking at all of this through the eyes of someone who has had to make a business actually survive. And here's the part most people in my position would hide. This channel, the one you are watching right now, is built with AI. The tools help me make it. So when I talk about AI content, I'm not throwing rocks from the outside. I'm standing on the inside. And that is exactly why I can show you where the line really is. If you want someone who will show you both sides of this, the part that genuinely works and the part that quietly drains people's savings, then subscribe and stick around. It costs you nothing. And it tells me this kind of honesty is worth making. So let's get into what actually happened, because the headlines got it loud and wrong. YouTube took a rule it already had, an old one, about repetitive content, and it renamed it. One rename. That's all it looked like on paper. They now call it inauthentic content. And they were unusually specific about what that means. Mass-produced videos, templated videos, the same format churned out over and over. A synthetic voice reading a script over stock footage that anyone on Earth could have assembled. Slideshows with no story. Clips reused from somewhere else. Scripts read word for word from a source that isn't yours. All of that is now blocked from earning money. Not warned, not throttled, demonetized. And here's the part almost every headline got completely wrong. People panicked. YouTube is banning AI. No, they're not. Read it carefully and it's obvious. YouTube did not ban artificial intelligence. They banned laziness. Those are two very different things. There is a world of difference between a channel made with AI and a channel that is nothing but AI, with no human anywhere inside it. And that difference, that one distinction, is now the entire game. Let me be blunt about what people mean by slop, because it's become the word of the year. Slop is content with no point of view, no research, no taste, no opinion, no human decision anywhere in it. A prompt, a voice, some footage, upload, repeat, nothing that 1,000 other channels aren't also posting in the same hour, about the same thing, in the same flat little voice. That was never a business. It was a lottery ticket dressed up to look like one. Buy enough tickets, they told you, and one of them has to hit eventually. Except the house kept changing the rules. And the people selling you the faceless empire, deep down a lot of them knew that. The real product was never the channel. The real product was the course. Because here's what got quietly left out of the pitch. The costs start on day one. The subscriptions, the tools, the credits, the hours of your life, they come out of your pocket, whether anyone watches or not. But the income, on YouTube you don't earn a single cent from ads until you cross 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So there is a gap, sometimes a gap that lasts months. All money going out and nothing at all coming back. And when people honestly tested these faceless systems and documented it, some of them spent thousands of dollars and had their single best day of revenue come in at less than the cost of a takeaway lunch. 0 profitable months. Now, that's not a scam in the legal sense, but it is not the dream that was sold either. And the gap between those two things is exactly what this channel exists to talk about. So let's ask the useful question. What actually survives this change? And the answer is almost boring, because it's the same thing that always survived. A point of view, a reason for you, a real living person to press play and stay. Understand this. AI can generate the voice. AI can generate the visuals. AI can save you hours, and it should. But AI cannot decide what is worth saying. It cannot hand you an opinion that's actually yours. It cannot have lived anything. It has never made a payroll, or lost money on a bad month, or sat with a decision overnight. The channels dying right now are the ones where a human never truly showed up. The channels growing right now are the ones where AI did the heavy lifting, and a human brought the judgment. That was always the split. YouTube just made it official. And really, that's the whole lesson, sitting right there. The tool was never the problem, the absence of a person behind the tool was. So let me ask you something, and I actually want to know. Have you ever clicked on a video, felt within about 5 seconds that no real human made it and just left? No reason you could put into words. You just knew. Something about the rhythm of it, the way it never quite looked at you. A video talking at everyone and somehow at no one. Drop a yes in the comments if you felt that, because I think we've all felt that exact moment. And that feeling, that instant little flinch, is the entire reason this rule now exists. Now here's the honest part, the part I have to own out loud. This channel is made with AI. The voice you're listening to, the visuals you're watching. AI is all over this. By the loudest definition online, someone could point directly at me and shout slop. And you know what? The day I stop bringing something real, my own experience, my own numbers, my own opinion that you genuinely cannot get from a machine, they would be completely right. That's the line I have to hold. Every single video. The question was never, did I use AI? The question is, did I actually show up? Did a person make a decision here? Did someone sit down and choose what mattered? Because the moment I stop showing up, no tool on earth is going to save this channel. And honestly, it shouldn't. That's the deal I've made with you. That's the whole point of the name. And look, I'm telling you all this from business experience, not as a financial advisor. Anything money related, check it against a professional in your own country, but the principle doesn't change, no matter where you're watching from. Automation was never the shortcut. Judgment was always the job. The people who understood that are fine today. They barely noticed the rule change. The people who were sold a button to push are the ones staring at a dead channel, wondering what went wrong. Next time, I'm going to do something a little uncomfortable. I'm going to take the exact side hustles these same channels are still selling right now and put them through an honest scorecard. Real numbers. What actually made money and what quietly, politely made nothing. If that's the kind of honesty you've been looking for, you already know what to do. My name's Chase. This is The Honest Chase, and we're only just getting started.